The timing certainly seems strange given that he's already redshirted. Was there a reason he gave you for why he wanted to do this now?
You know, we did have some discussion. He did give some reasons. I mean, I don't want to really go into his business. It's not, I don't really want to go into that. But again, we had a conversation, and he felt like it was the best thing for him. So.
I know it's never good to lose somebody. Is there any silver lining to giving more reps to Nick and to Jaron and that kind of stuff going forward?
I mean, that's what's going to happen, and someone's going to, those guys will step up, and it's about, the room just providing again the best quarterback play we can for the team, and I got all the confidence in the world in both those guys, and we'll just keep getting after it.
With Jaron, would it be ideal to redshirt him, or would you be wanting to play him at all this year if things go as planned?
We'll take that one step at a time. I mean, obviously, already being halfway through the season, that would. I mean, I can see us trying to do that with, with everything that we could. But we got, again, Nick's ready to go. I know Jaron will prepare his butt off, and as we know, sometimes years can get crazy, and heaven forbid, nothing crazy happens the rest of the way.
I guess maybe a reset. I really haven't talked to you about Jaron very much, but it's been about 8 or 9 months since he's been here. What's impressed you the most with his development?
I think just, I think the last couple months, even, his growth curve, I mean, he's really made a lot of progress, and just the more you know, the more easier it is to learn and pick up more things. And he's done that. He's very attentive in meetings every day, works his butt off. He's done a nice job of staying involved with the game plan. Even while he's been doing the scout team, because he's been on the scout team and helping give them a great look, for the first 4 or 5 weeks here. So, and there will be some double duty that he's going to have to do, here at least definitely in the near future. And we'll see how everything goes, and it's, like I tell my guys all the time, it doesn't matter where you're at on the depth chart or, what the situation is, you got to be ready. You never know what can happen, and you're one snap away regardless of how that ends up happening. And they got to be ready to answer the bell, and they've prepared for that. And just I got to get them both as ready as they can be, and still obviously too, making sure Skylar's ready to go as well.
I know this is all new, but have you thought about Chris Herron yet, and if he stays at receiver or moves back to quarterback or that kind of thing?
I mean, I don't think there's anything drastic that we've discussed right now. I mean, it's business as usual, because really, a few things are different, but we're just taking it one step at a time and seeing how things progress on all fronts. So,
if Nick had to play in a game right now, how confident would you be in him as the backup?
very confident. I mean, I think he's got some different skill sets than Skylar does, and we would make the game plan fit those skill sets, and I can promise you, there's no one that prepares harder than Nick. I mean, he's up there every single night after practice, watching all the tape and studying his butt off, and we'll go to work.
Collin, what was your biggest takeaway just going back and watching the film of Skylar on Saturday?
I think it was a tough night for all of us, and Okie State did a great job of changing up some things and giving us some different looks, and I thought Skylar competed his butt off. I mean, he really did. I mean, he left it all out there on the field, and took a pounding physically too. I mean, there were some pretty heavy shots that he took and was still standing in there and operating. Overall, I thought he did a good job. With his protection calls and IDs. I thought he did he knew what was going on and what he was seeing on that front. Did a nice job there. Missed a couple throws. A couple reads. Two of them on third down, which were tough, but that's part of the game. We just couldn't find that inch and couldn't find that little bit to get us going. And get a little bit of momentum and get more plays on the field, and it kind of snowballs on you a little bit like that. But he was calm, he was poised, competed his butt off, and I think as a team and an offense and And as a quarterback, you know, those games, even though they're hard, you learn from those. You know, you learn from, you know, when those tires, you know, are not clicking and things aren't moving well, you know, having to grind through that adversity. Those games make you better, you know, and tougher, and I know he will learn from that as well.
With